Part 1. White Clouds. Wyvern Moon. Field of the Eagle and Lion. From on high, flocks of wyverns roar in chorus and soar the pristine skies, heading south for the winter. Fodlan's children lend their hands to winter preparations by gathering firewood and catching fish from the river's cool waters. Yet all the while their gazes are turned skyward, drawn to the magnificent sight above.
You got a birthday gift.
Professor, you already know about the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, correct?
No. I cannot recall.
Well,
Oh, what?
allow me to fill you in. It's a large-scale mock battle between the rival houses that takes place every year.
Its scale is incomparable to the mock battle we fought during the Great Tree Moon. It will take place in the vast Gronder Field. That is in Empire territory to the southeast of Garrick Mock.
Whichever house defeats the most opponents wins. Of course, the professors also fight alongside their respective houses.
Well, usually. Professor Manuela is being prudent. She will not be participating this year. Since his longtime rival will be absent, Professor Hanneman has also declined.
In that case, I must sit out too.
Oh, don't worry about us. You know you want to see the kids in action.
Are you feeling any better, Professor Manuela?
Thanks to all of you. But I'd only be a burden out there. My students don't need to see me collapsed. Well, not on the battlefield anyway.
Correct. We will not be participating. Regardless, do not expect victory to come easily, or at all.
Well put. We've spent the past few months pushing our students to their limits. You can see me in the infirmary after they destroy you.
If I'm the only professor present, Edelgard dislikes people with short-term memory loss. True.
We have taught our students well. There is no need to hold back. Challenge them with everything you have.
Growth results from the previous month have been included in this report.
My
Thank you.
efforts were not well worth the effort.
Right, supports. Hubert and Linhart B support.
I can't believe it. How can I show my face to Lady Edelgard after this?
That's what you get, Hubert. If you rested like me, you wouldn't collapse from exhaustion.
As much as it pains me to say it, you're right. But to be looked after by you of all people, that might be the worst part of this. I don't know how to feel, to be honest. So for now, let's pretend I thanked you.
Oh, come now. Even I wouldn't abandon someone who collapsed.
You would have in a heartbeat if anyone else had been around.
Ah, yes. Quite accurate, Hubert. Why would I ever bother to be a decent person if there were anyone else I could foist the duty upon? If your situation turned bad, it would have been an absolute hassle. I could never just leave you there.
If that were the sort of man you truly were, we could never be friends.
But if we weren't friends, I probably would have just left you.
shame you're so reluctant to do any real work. You're actually pretty good at this. Made sure I was comfortable, checked carefully for injuries, even carried me here yourself. If only you'd apply that knowledge of yours so proactively and thoroughly all the time, you'd be a tremendous asset to the Empire.
There you go again. I see no problem with staying just the way I am. But think of it this way. In an anthill, 20% of the ants are asleep at any given time. And it's not because they're lazy. Far from it. When the working ants become tired, they go to sleep and the others wake up. That's me. I'm the ant who rests so I can work later when other people are tired.
Maybe that's true. But even if it is, it's still just a fancy way to say you let others do all the work. Consider me unconvinced.
I'll consider you a bother and leave it at that. You and Edelgard work far too hard. I mean it. Take a break now and then. If you both collapsed, I think it'd be too much effort for me to bother with. Get some rest, Hubert. Not as much as me, of course.
Fine.
Right. Sorry about that. Right. Linhart and Petra, be support.
Linhart, I have been waiting for much time. Please, watch me.
Watch what, Petra? Whoa! Hey, careful with that spear!
How did you find that? I did more training.
Ah, you took my advice then. I will say, the problematic maneuver seems improved at least.
At least? It is still no good?
The spear isn't really my area of expertise, but I've seen enough training to understand the mechanics. I believe I can use that understanding to further help you improve your spear work.
My spear work.
Right. As I said, when you lift up and stab down, the momentum is ruined. You're trying to swing like a giant. You're not a giant, so that's a problem. So allow the spear's own momentum to do more of the hard work for you.
Spear momentum.
The spear is heavy. When you lift it up high, loosen your grip a little.
At the top of my swing, loosen my grip. And then the weight will carry it down?
Precisely. When you put too much power into it, not only do you exhaust your grip, you tire yourself out. Got it? All that effort is taking its toll on me.
You are very clever. I wonder why you have hatred for training.
Because training is too much like fighting, and I'd really rather not fight. Also, I find training terribly dull. Anyway, good night.
He does not use his cleverness. It is a very big waste. I want you to use your power, Linhart.
What power? It's got a low strength growth. Right. Oh, I need to change Flane's goals. Oh yeah, Paralog. Yes.
This monastery is more dangerous than I expected.
What gave that away?
It's likely that our foes have infiltrated the ranks of the teachers. And there may be others of questionable character about as well. If you ask me, there is something amiss about that old man, Tomas.
Spoilers, okay. Haven't got that far in the game yet. Ah, Felix.
I'm not interested in glory or prizes. All I want is a formidable enemy to sink my teeth into. You're one of them, Professor.
Please don't cannibalize me. It's not fun. Jay would enjoy being eaten, but I wouldn't. See, that lady agrees.
I don't know if you've heard, but Flame is very special. Her blood carries a rare crest. Oh, the lengths to which she could advance my research, if only I were able to study her. If only it weren't for Seteth's strict orders. He protects his sister with unusual zeal.
You should give up.
I dislike it, but I agree. The time I would spend begging him and accomplishing nothing would be better spent on other research.
True.
I always thought I was pretty good, you know? Then I'd go and get stabbed. Oh. But my opponent was the Death Knight, so I figure I did pretty well to only get stabbed. I wonder if it's true that he is actually Yuritsa. Whoever he is, I'm going to make him pay. It turns out that when I get stabbed, I get really mad.
I hope you get revenge.
I'm not going to let him get the better of me again.
Is this an AOT reference?
The recent happenings at the monastery. There is something going on behind the scenes here. I've been commissioned to investigate as well. As I've already mentioned, this month I'm off to the kingdom. You be on your guard, okay?
Okay. I'm not worried.
Well, I hope you're right.
Nothing bad could go wrong at all.
Really?
Of course. The situation last month was dire indeed. The students endured great hardship. I hope you were able to put all of that behind you, so that you may focus on this month's assignment.
Of course.
A most reassuring response. I trust that your class is in good hands. I look forward to seeing your skills on display at the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
I have something to ask of you.
What? What is it? Well, leave it to me.
I have not even told you what my request is yet. Well, fine. Flame has been through an awful lot this past month. To make up for that, I have decided to give her whatever she wants. I asked her what she would like, and she expressed a desire for a feast of fish. Since I'm sure the students would be interested, I have decided to hold a fishing tournament here at the monastery. I have left all of the specifics to Shamir. Please, enter and put in your best effort.
Ah. Oh yeah, it's a fishing month.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is a free-for-all contest among the three classes. If you are victorious, the Archbishop will no doubt present you with a reward.
I'm not interested in rewards.
Just what I thought you'd say.
Along with Flame, we found another female student who went missing last year. But now the combat professor Yuritsa has vanished. His origin begged many questions, so there were plenty of objections to his appointment here.
He is apparently from House Rim of the Empire, but he was adopted from another family, or so they say.
Anyway, there hasn't been much good to be said about House Brim in recent decades.
What do you say, Adel? Shall we meet up in the library later to...
Oh, hello, Professor! Do you need something? I'm a little busy at the moment.
Sorry, Professor. I've got a lot of questions to ask Adel here. Since I couldn't graduate last year, I really want to make sure I can do so this year. Don't worry. I won't participate in any assignments, so as not to take any attention away from the younger students. I look forward to learning from you, Professor.
Sus. I heard he's very cool and everyone likes him. Really?
Professor, do you have a second? It's about Monica. Does she seem off to you? She was in prison for a long while, but she seems to have recovered almost instantly, and she's been bizarrely cheerful.
Now that you mention it.
You see what I mean? I wonder if she's straining to seem happy just to make people comfortable. And why is she so close to Edelgard anyway?
Oh, having a fishing tournament before the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. At first I couldn't figure out what they were thinking, but the fish are especially tasty this time of year, so I don't question it anymore. Have you had any, Professor? You'd better eat up before it's all gone.
Right, Jim, if you're there, I have a quick question. So obviously, if I do Silver Snow, I lose Edelgard and Hubert. And in return, you get Seteth. However, who should I recruit? Because I lose 2 in game 1, so who else should I recruit to replace that missing one? Oh, who cares?
Hi, Professor. Want to know something? Gronder is in the territory of House Burgleys in the Empire. That's right next to my home, the region of House Varley. Oh no. What if my parents come to watch?
I don't think nobles are allowed to watch.
Really? Are you sure? You wouldn't say that if you weren't completely sure, right?
No, I'm not going to recruit them.
Why would we go all the way to Gronder Field? It's idiocy to travel that far. It may be a tradition, but it takes forever to get there and is exhausting. So pointless. I guess there's nothing to be done about it. Even by you, Professor.
Because I thought you'd give me a good answer, not.
Let's see. Fodlan is big. It's not as big as Almyra is,
Not
but
that.
it's still pretty big.
Do you want to travel around Herfodland someday?
Travel? I don't know. Never thought about it, I guess.
Professor, has Seteth told you? We're to have a fishing tournament.
Is
Given
it?
the events of the last month, I believe this is just the sort of distraction we need. Staff and student alike.
Are you good at fishing?
I do enjoy the sport, yet I wouldn't say I'm particularly good at it. I believe it best that I stick to quietly fishing by myself.
Let's see.
Well, then I'd argue. Well, if it's a good story-wise answer, I'd always argue that you have to always recruit Cyril if you're not doing CF. Because you get Lady Rhea back, and that's what he's obsessed with.
You know, I'm pretty good at fishing. My older brother used to take me out. Why don't you give it a try too? They say we can eat whatever we catch.
Sometimes it's nice to dangle a fishing line and let your mind wander. I'd love to spend some time lounging around by a scenic river or lake.
Holding such a frivolous and downright ridiculous event so close to the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? It's absolutely absurd. Although, they did say we could eat whatever we catch. I'm a sucker for a good meal. I just couldn't resist.
Okay, so is Lorenz, and so is Ash is more of a Blue Lion, Azure Moon character. What's your point?
Hey, Professor! Did you hear about the fishing tournament? You get to fish in the pond as much as you want. The more you catch, the more you get to eat.
Are you going to participate in the fishing tournament, Professor?
Yes. I fished with frequency back in Britain. I will not have losing. Will you be trying to fish too?
Fine, if it gets to chapter 12, on Silver Snow, if I do, if I choose the Silver Snow route, I'll recruit Ash because I've already played
Catch me
Lawrence.
some mighty fish. Just you wait and see. But they haven't been biting.
Maybe the fish are frightened by you.
I didn't think of that. Ah, the truth is right in front of me. Oh, just kidding. As though a fish is smart enough to be afraid of me.
I'm already recruiting Eloise, so...
Can you believe what Seteth said? Catch some tasty fish for Flane. I'm her bodyguard.
I told my brother I had a craving for some tasty fish. I did not realize when I did so that it would turn into, well, this. My apologies.
You're not sorry.
Professor, welcome to the Monastery Fishing Tournament. You look confused. Didn't Seteth tell you about it? Just catch whatever fish Flame requests. Show any fish you catch to Flame. I have a favor to ask.
Now everyone says something different.
Oh, so you're taking part. How would you feel about a little friendly competition? Catch the same kind of fish as me and we'll compare the two. Biggest wins.
Oh, are you taking part in the fishing tournament? Let's put your skills to the test. Whoever can catch the biggest one of these fish wins.
Are you taking
Dice
part
is
as
for
well?
losers.
Why don't we have some fun with this? A little contest. If you catch a fish like this, come show it to me. Whoever catches the bigger fish will be the victor.
Professor.
Ignat's victor, if you will.
Oh, you're entering too. Then how about a little friendly competition? Let's see who can catch the biggest fish. There's no way I'll lose.
Come on, why are they having a fishing tournament now? Are they just giving up on the battle of the eagle and lion? You're not condoning this, right? Are you?
No. What's a fish? I've never caught one in my life.
So you are joining the fishing tournament? That's great, but you don't stand a chance against me.
Bet.
I just caught this beauty. I bet you can't catch a bigger one of the same kind.
2 stars.
I am happy that you will have participation. Maybe you and I both can have a small contest with each other? We will both have catching of the same fish type and do comparisons. Whoever has the fish with the biggest size will be winning, okay?
Have you thought about entering? Maybe you and I could have a little friendly competition.
I thought you were Flame's
I
bodyguard.
just caught this fish here. Why don't you try catching a bigger one of the same type?
Will you be taking part too, Professor? Ah, I must admit I am quite excited. I cannot recall the type of fish I was hoping to dine on. So, if you do manage to catch a fish, do you mind bringing it for me to see?
It's a Tutates pike, I think. See, Petra said yes. Thank you. Oh no, Tutate's herring. Sorry, Tutate's herring. And I'm not interested in all these rewards because they're like iron weapons / vulneraries.
Oh, you caught one!
Easy.
Yes, yes, yay! This is it! This is the fish I have been pining for!
First
I am so pleased! I shall cook it up immediately!
You can't cook.
Thanks.
So Jim, how do you feel about that first try win?
Fishing was a nice
Get
change
wrecked.
of pace, but now it's time to focus on the battle of the eagle and lion.
Better than you.
I think that's the end of
Better
the fishing
than
tournament.
you.
I suppose it's time to prepare for the battle of the eagle and lion.
All that's left now is to eat it. Should I smoke it? Stew it? Ugh, I'm drooling already.
How'd you like your fish?
The fishing tournament is over. I heard you did some fishing, and that Flane is happy.
Yes.
The fishing tournament's over already? Guess it's time for my personal eating tournament then. Best part is, no losing.
Basically, you just like
I wasn't
fish.
expecting much, but this tournament was a lot of fun.
What about raw?
This created more
Oh, you
fun
like
than I
sushi,
have
don't you?
experienced
Yeah.
in a long time. Did you also have the fun?
Fair enough. See, I'm the exact opposite. I only like
I
cod,
guess that's it.
and that's it.
That was fun, wasn't it?
Like literally like the stuff you get at the fish and
You
chip
have time
shop.
for a
That's it.
request.
That's all I like. That's the only kind of fish I like.
Maybe.
Hey there. Is this it?
Other than
There you
that,
go.
nah, not for me.
Is this? There you go. Is this? There you go.
Actually, I reckon it's time we moved up to
Come
steel
back
type
anytime.
weapons. What kind of British man are you? I think it's time we move to steel.
Welcome. Will this one do?
I'll take a steel
Many
sword.
thanks. Will this one do? Many 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 thanks. Will this one do? Will this one do? Many thanks. Will this one do? Many thanks.
You know what? Take
Will this
11
one do?
sword. Why
Many
not?
thanks. Come back soon.
Welcome.
This one? Thank you. This one? Thank you. This one? Thank you. This one? Thank you. This one? Thank 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 you. Please come again.
Hello there. This one, yes? This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Hey, Professor. I'd love to. Hey, how about a favor?
Hey there. Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Is this? There you go. Is this? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Is this? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go.
Oh, okay.
Come back anytime.
And then you take the other 11 sword. Haha! Now all of my guys are 2 range. Muha!
Hello there. This one, yes? I think. Return soon, please.
Pardon me.
Indeed. I received a rare letter from my father recently. He said that he is praying for the Golden Deer House to emerge victorious. Insistently praying. My father attended the Officers' Academy and won a glorious victory in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. I think he is quite proud of that, even to this day. I suppose that shows how great an honor it truly is.
Well, you ain't winning, kid.
What?
See, I have to win to pass to the next chapter, so I didn't have a choice, really.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Young Monica disappeared last year. I thought she had simply run along home, but it turns out she was kidnapped. I can't believe it. How awful it must have been for the poor thing. They say her personality has completely changed, but at least she seems more cheerful than before. Grateful to be alive, perhaps?
Perhaps. Oh yeah, so Jim, how did you feel about Monica being in the Three Hopes trailer?
When you feel that first refreshing breeze upon your face, you know it is almost time for the Backgrunder field is within the Empire. But the path there from the monastery necessitates passing through Alliance territory. Fodlan's biggest river, the Aramid River, flows along the border between the Empire and the Alliance. You will have to cross one of the largest bridges upon that river, the Great Bridge of Murden.
Playable character or nah? What do you think? You'd be happy.
Hey, the Death Knight's true identity. Personally, I don't think it could be Yuritsa.
Well, you're wrong.
He taught me swordsmanship. He said I had talent and the potential to get pretty strong. He was a little scary, of course. But it's hard for me to believe he's a bad person.
Hey, Colleen O'Shaughnessy is a very good voice actress. I hope she reprises her role.
After all,
True.
the ladies love nothing more than a winner. And around here, there's no bigger game.
And that's the wrong reason to compete.
Everyone has their own reason to fight. At least I'm honest about mine.
Lies. Your supports tell me otherwise, kid.
I need a favor.
Flayn and Monica, was it? I'm glad they were returned safe and sound.
Well, so far we at least know that the main lords and Sothis have the same voice actor.
Ever since the tournament, the kitchen is completely overtaken with fish. The cooks cannot keep up.
Just did it. We just did the tournament. What do you mean?
Hey!
Yeah. Oh, wrong way. But so far we can only confirm the main lords and Sothis.
After the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, a prize is awarded to the winner by the Archbishop herself. It's a three-way battle, so you can't waste too much time just observing. You have to jump right in there. You have to be proactive and defeat the most opponents. Do that, and it's quite possible the Archbishop will recognize how strong you are. Ah, great memories. I was a student here many years ago. I know what I speak of.
I mean, I hope they pull like a normal Dynasty Warriors where literally everyone is playable. That's what I hope. Because everyone is someone's favorite character. How would they feel if like their character's been left out? You know?
Oh, hi, Professor. Have you heard the rumor about the Goddess Tower? Well, there's an annual ball here the month after next, during the ethereal moon. They say if a boy and a girl wish for something together at the Goddess Tower on that night, the goddess herself will grant it. I don't know where the rumor started, but it's a great story, isn't it?
Exactly.
Right.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was lost in thought.
What the heck were those two doing? You seem a bit down.
It's very kind of you to be concerned, but I promise that I'm fine. I was just thinking, the Death Knight's true identity. Could it actually be Professor Yuritsa?
I mean, I believe there's like 38 characters in the original Hyrule Warriors game. Or the definitive edition, sorry. So, reasonably, reasonably they can do that. You know, they all have unique battle styles as well.
I have a favor to ask.
So yeah, I think we already worked out that it's a bigger cast than Three Houses. So
I'm just absolutely exhausted. I swear to you, Professor, every month we're worked harder than the month before. I had imagined the Academy as a chance to possibly relax before our lives began in earnest.
True.
After graduating, we'll enter into noble society, which means contending with all the intrigues and dramas that entails. I want to just postpone life for a bit. Fish, nap under a tree, skip out on lectures, and, well, not your lectures, of course, Professor.
Okay, well, let's account for the bad guys then. Nemesis, Solon, Thales.
You know, the Empire used to control all of Fodlan. But after
Kronia.
the Civil War, the northern region split off and became the Kingdom. Later, the eastern part of the Kingdom seceded to become the Alliance. There are 3 powers today, but 1,000 years ago, we were all united as one. Even now, among the nobles of the Empire, there are some who dream of reunifying Fodlan.
I can't tell if you're making a joke and saying Donkey Kong or saying don't know. Imagine Donkey Kong being in Three Hopes. That'd be a sick crossover. Dead
Going all the way to the Empire for a mock battle? This is serious business. And there's a reward to be had as well. I'd really like to win this thing.
Excuse me, Professor. Do you think it would reflect poorly on me if I chose not to take part in the battle of the Eagle and Lion?
Don't you want to participate?
Well, I don't really want to leave the monastery. I'm not very confident, but I'll try my best.
Okay, but I'll argue that the Death Knight wouldn't be considered part of the bad guys. And here's why. He sides with Edelgard, not those who slither. Those who slither are the bad guys.
Grunderfield is in the Empire, right? I wonder how we'll get there. I thought I heard that there's no path that goes straight from the monastery to the Empire. Oh, perhaps we'll travel through Alliance territory. Yes, I see. From the east, we would go... there. Ah, yes, that must be it.
So do the knights. So do we. So do I. Me, as in the professor, murders people all the time. He's a mercenary. Is he called the Death Knight? No, he's called the Ashen Demon.
The battle of the Eagle and Lion is coming up soon. Feeling confident?
Yes.
That's the spirit.
Jim, you forget, we're teaching people to murder people here. The only reason the Death Knight is considered evil is because he doesn't murder who we tell him to.
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you wait and see. I appreciate.
Hello there. This one, yes. This one, yes. I think this one, yes. This one, yes.
Okay.
This one, yes. I think this one.
As
I think this
the
one,
saddest
yes.
death quote, death isn't sad, not really.
Thank you. This one, yes.
Death isn't bad, he's just an old friend guiding you home.
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. 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 A pleasure doing. Come again.
Plus, remember, you only start hearing rumors of the Death Knight murdering people when... What? I'm not ready, I'm not ready. You only hear rumors of the Death Knight murdering people after Flame Emperor says you're the Death Knight to those who slither people. The Death Knight is yours to command.
Yes.
So it's the Agarthan's fault again, really.
How are preparations for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion going? Fishing? Taking it easy, are you? The recent happenings at the monastery. There is something going on behind the scenes here. I've been commissioned to investigate as well. As I've already mentioned, this month I'm off to the kingdom. You be on your guard, okay?
Yes, but there's a reason for that, remember?
Well,
I hear that you participated in the fishing tournament. I appreciate you taking the time.
I feel like anyone in in that guy's situation would do the same thing.
of course. I look for. I. look. I.
Okay, but he's got schizophrenia. It's not him doing it.
What do you say? Do you need some? Sorry, since I could. Don't I look for? I.
Just because he needs a mental ward doesn't mean he's evil, okay?
The back if you want. I do.
I'll study. I'll take. Study. I'll take.
Are you sure? I thought he had schizophrenia because he has he has multiple personalities. I'm probably being very what's the word? Okay. My bad.
Thank you.
I got them mixed up. I'm sorry. I was being a bit ignorant, I think. I'm very sorry about that. I got them mixed up.
My savior, thank you.
Right, time to eat with the people. I mean, yes, you are a giant nerd.
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know, Professor?
Delicious.
Why? Why is everything I want Linhart and Lysithia to eat together done? You know what, Jim? I have to agree with you on that one. I think I do too.
This is my...
A Garrick Muck meat pie. Wild game and tomatoes. A crispy brown pie packed with tomatoes, cheese, and tender chunks of meat. Lovely.
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
It's a pizza pie.
I can eat
Lysithia equals Nukesithia slash tactical nuke slash tiny nuke. True, that's why I've got her.
I think I like this, but it's been a while. Ooh.
I mean, who doesn't want to walk around with a nuke on their team, you know?
I would. This isn't.
Pocket nuke. Ah, Hubert. I keep forgetting to eat with Hubert. I need to find something that Hubert and Alois like. Still no Alois. There he is. Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
Captain Geraldton.
While I...
Right, that's everyone, I think. Yes. Right, support conversations. Linhart and Lysithia B support.
There you are, Lysithia. I've been looking for you. So, I have a hypothesis about your crests.
I know you're the one who sent me that anonymous letter. There are things we must discuss. Ugh, it sounded like some bizarre love letter.
What? No, of course not. However, I wonder what you would have done if it was.
Now I'm just confused and grossed out.
I'm sorry, but that is not the overall topic of discussion. Do pay attention.
Pay attention to you? As though anything you say is worth listening to. It's not like you can tell me anything I don't already know.
You don't have a very positive opinion of your crests, do you? That's why you should listen to me. I've dug through all my books, and there's no record of anyone being born with two crests. You are, to be blunt, an impossible occurrence. For you to have a second crest, it must have been forcibly implanted after birth.
Is that your theory, then?
Yes, it is. To further the theory, if the power exists to implant a crest, then it must be possible to remove one, too. And that is the real issue at hand.
I could have one removed?
That's what Hanneman is working on understanding. I'm helping him with it.
Professor Hanneman.
Based on your reaction, it seems you want one of your crests removed. I don't think I'd give up having two crests if I were you.
Is that so? Even if you'd gone through horrifying experiments, endless trauma, and if you knew that all this pain meant you'd die very, very young? That's what you'd think? You're completely lacking in empathy. so of course you would make such a crass and foolish assumption.
Right, Bernadetta and Dorothea B support.
Hello, Bern. Oh no, what did I do this time? Did I offend you? Is this your revenge? No, not at all. I just want to talk. If you promise not to resort to violence, I'll do whatever you want. Bern, I've just been worried about you, that's all. When I said I was your friend, you ran away, saying something about your father. Remember?
Vaguely?
I know you've lived through some bad times. If you could tell me about it, maybe I could help?
Oh, I don't know.
Please. Your father's not here now. Whatever it is, you're safe to tell me.
All right. My parents told me never to befriend a commoner. They said commoners are scum, and that they'd crush any that tried to come near me.
Hang on, scum? They called me... commoners. They called us scum?
Yeah, but once, a long time ago, I did secretly make friends with one. A boy. When my father found out about him, he disappeared the very next day. I heard he was found beaten half to death. I never saw him again. Since then, I've been terrified of making friends with anyone, commoners especially.
I never knew that kind of thing really happened. You hear stories, sure, but... Oh, Bern, I'm so sorry. I'm proud to be your commoner friend.
Dorothea!
Hey now, relax. There's nothing to bawl about. If your dad tried to beat me up, I'd return the favor and then some.
Return the favor?
When I was in the opera, you better believe I had run-ins with the most wicked, terrible men. I survived kidnappings, attempted murders, all kinds of stuff. But you know what? I broke those guys' arms. Snap! It was a thank you for all the trouble they went through trying to hurt me.
You're incredible, Dorothea.
So, now that you know I can defend myself, can we be friends, Bern?
All right. Yeah.
Aww. Yeah, that was cute. I'll give it that.
Perhaps...
I'd never have...
No.
Oh. How?
That. Let's put.
May I ask? That is a good option.
Professor.
With you, I foresee no difficulty.
Okay, let's give it a try. We did.
How long?
Aha!
Stay focused.
A bit
I forgot to unmute myself. Oops.
Well,
You didn't miss much.
they say.
The best of the best got taken out by one dude. One mercenary, if you will. Banish the bandits. Okay. So 15. 14.
Well, is that thanks a bunch?
Is that the one? Is that
Stay
the one?
focused.
Dun, dun, God, I love Fodlan Wind so much. Battle in the forest. Anyway, the only thing I said when I was muted was that I'm not going to bother doing this paralogue because once again I don't have Ingrid. If you only have Dorothea, you don't get anything from doing it. So I'm not going to bother until Blue Lions. Which I think is fair, right? Battle in the forest. Dun, dun. Alright, you're level 15. So is Casper. Okay, so it's Flame again.
Stay focused. So
Still more enemies. Nani? Oh, it's a healer. Ugh, disgusting. God, imagine having healers for enemies. Why is it that on the auxiliary battles, enemy healers are just useless? They don't do anything. Just go up one more. Lauren the Lance. Oh, she has warp. Warp strats.
Professor.
Who wants to speak to me, Elflame?
Excuse me, Professor. May I have a moment of your time?
No.
Ah, wonderful. I was hoping you might enlighten me. About yourself, that is. You see, I happen to be quite curious about you.
Oh, why is that?
Well, because there is something different about you. You possess an air of mystery. I could not help but notice when first we met. I am intrigued, to say the least. I find it rather difficult to put into words. Were I to wax poetic, I would say you remind me of the sea. Have you ever been, Professor?
A few times, yes.
The sea is vast, boundless. On the surface, all seems still. Yet beneath that stillness, it is unfathomably deep. Within, it teems with life. Yet without, one is lucky to glimpse a fleeting shadow. And yet, all one must do is cast a line to grasp hold of all that life. You cannot see it at a glance, but it is there all the same.
What are you talking about exactly?
About fish, of course. Oh, bother. I got sidetracked, didn't I? Right. About the sea. During a storm, the once calm waters become mighty enough to overturn even the vastest ships. Not unlike you. You are calm. You carry yourself with poise. Yet you wield great power. My brother was uncertain of you at first. He once referred to you as a youth of dubious origin. Oh, but please do not think ill of him. He is incredibly dedicated to his work. So surely you'll understand why he would have doubts about one of whom he knows so little. Nobody even seems to know your age. Incidentally, how old are you?
I'd rather not say.
Aha! I suspect that if you choose not to say, you must be quite young. Looking at you, it is quite difficult for me to determine. I wonder... Could you be younger than your own students?
And how old are you?
Who? Me? Well, I am roughly the same age as the other youths here.
You look younger than the others.
Be that as it may, it is simply not the case. Oh, by the way, you should know I had actually been considering enrolling in the academy for a while. I have endured hard times, but I am so grateful that those very experiences led to my acceptance at the academy. Oh, my apologies. I am sure you have much work to do. I will not keep you any longer. We must speak again sometime, if that would be all right. Have a lovely day.
Whose birthday? Don't care.
We did it!
One step before the...
Someone can now become a swordmaster once they reach the level.
You've done me a great service.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Ooh, more supports. Right, Hubert and Bernie. C+ support.
Hubert?
Yes?
I wanted to thank you for the other day. You know, when I fainted. Thank you for carrying me back to my room.
That was nothing. It saved me effort in the long run. Leaving you there would have just caused even more trouble.
I guess that's true. Well, thanks. There, I said it, and now I'm going.
Is this why you've been circling me like a vulture for the last several hours?
Vulture's a bit Well, yes.
Yet you would have fled if I'd approached. It seems you will avoid me at almost any cost.
Well, that's...
You don't need to say it. I know. I'm frightening. I'm told so often.
Please don't laugh like that!
Apologies. I will be mindful not to laugh in your presence from now on.
The grin of death itself! Terrifying!
You think so?
Oh no, now you're angry too!
Hardly. I'm sorry to have frightened you.
No, you're not! It's a trick! You're lulling me into a false sense of security! I can't stand it!
She's a lost cause.
Yes. Nah, Bernie's fine. She's fine. Do do. Right, Caspar next. I think. Yeah.
Well,
Probably do that before I forget.
well. Is that... Thanks a bunch. Come back.
Dun, 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 dun.
Stay focused.
I'm just getting started. Now.
Ah, I did the wrong thing. I meant to attack the mage. Go on, Caspar.
Now I can do so.
Okay, strength, speed, good. Good level. Strength, okay. Do 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 do. Battle in the plains. Right, so 19, 18, 17, 17, 17, 16. Right, so Dorothy and Lysithia.
Stay focused. Such.
I didn't have to deal with this much enemy healers in Verdant Wind. Why's that? Right, Lysithia.
Stay focused.
You'll laugh at the broken sword, it's fine. Gives Lysithia more XP, I guess. Aww. 1 health points. Well, Lysithia is the first advanced unit. Dun, dun, dun.
Professor?
No.
We did it!
The battlefield has.
Let's put this to.
You can promote. Oh, I need to buy an advanced seal. Duh.
Perfect.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Right, Edelgard, Bernie, and Mercedes.
Is that thanks a bunch? Come.
Stay focused.
I must. What?
Stay focused.
Good level, strength, speed. Amazing. Right, kill you.
Come back.
Stay focused.
This is...
Right. Right, that's 3 people to advance.
Delicious! After a scrumptious meal like that, I feel that I can really seize the day.
This is...
Right, 3. I need to buy 3 advance heals. They're not guaranteed, but might as well make attempts. You failure.
How?
Come on, Bernie. Good job, you are not a failure. You can't even promote. You absolute buffoon. Right. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion, a traditional contest of strength between the 3 houses, has arrived. It will take place at Gronder Field, which lies in Imperial territory.
Gronder Field is in the Empire. It's actually part of my family's territory, House Burgleys. It is the largest field in all of Fodlan. The grain it produces sustains the whole Empire. Wait, I sure hope we don't destroy all that grain.
It is considered the most suitable place for a large-scale battle.
Professor, if it were up to you, how would you approach this battle?
I would fight them head on.
That sounds like a certain someone we both know. But as you wish, we'll use whatever strategy you think is best. If the Black Eagle House bands together, we won't lose.
Our strength is superior. So if we do lose, it will be on your shoulders, Professor.
If you are not confident you can do this, just sit back and leave it to me.
The most you will do is make things worse. You'll just get in Lady Edelgard's way.
Are you two about to fight? Oh, count me in! Wait, no, I think we all need to calm down.
We have no lack of opponents. I am ready to go hunting for our enemies.
Hunting isn't exactly... Well, I guess they're pretty similar, actually. I'm just gonna hide in the fort and cheer everyone on. There, is a fort, right?
Yes.
Sure, but it's deep in enemy territory. How kind of you to offer to cut through for us.
What? No, that's not what I meant! Good work, Bernie.
Let's hope it doesn't set on fire.
This will be your first battle, won't it, Flame? You don't seem nervous at all.
I shall give it my all.
Our battle will begin shortly. The flag of the Black Eagles will soon grace Gronder Field.
Right, we obviously have to bring the house. Prince Ferdinand. Then Linhart and Caspar. Let's see what formation the game gives me. Then I'll bring Lysithia.
Come back!
Let's go.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is set to begin at long last. Everyone, show off the results of your dedicated training.
Remember, we're not just fighting for honor. There's a prize at stake.
It's almost time to begin. Steel yourselves, everyone.
You all should know, I am not about to go easy on you today.
As long as we can pull off the win, doesn't matter how.
Our victory must be absolute, no matter what it may take.
It is time.
Forward, now!
For honor!
The ballista in the center of the battlefield. The house that secures it will have a clear advantage.
Of course, Ash has it.
Stay focused.
Right, forward.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
I will prevail.
You have
Leave
what?
it to me. victory.
Aw, so close. Ah! Oops.
I will get the victory.
Flame spirit, protect me.
As you wish.
Put me in there.
Battle.
Oh no.
That's my cue.
Ow. Rude.
One more success.
I can really see it. Petra's gonna be the
Black Eagles and
MVP.
Blue Lions are fighting. Maybe we can sneak right past them.
Alright, take out Ash.
Flame spirit, protect me.
Imagine not having close counter.
Stay focused.
I will prevail.
Leave it to me.
Must be awful losing to me.
Dun, 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 dun.
Thank you.
Aha.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Ooh.
My heart is full of victory.
Alright, Ferdinand. I'm gonna dodge. Cringe. Cringe. I know. Rewind.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Oh no.
That's my cue.
That was nothing.
Rex.
Victory received.
Got him.
Double wrecked.
A stronghold for me to seize? Splendid.
There goes Lawrence acting on his own. Guess we've got no choice but to capture the central hill and cover him.
defeat Ingrid.
Anywhere I can hide.
I will prevail.
Stay focused. No hesitation. You fought well.
Show me more.
I will get the victory. Leave it to me.
Battle? I owe you one. Put me in there. No one makes it past me.
As you wish.
Oh.
As you wish.
Marvel at our strategy.
Yeah, I forgot hit rate. Remembered hit rates. My bad.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
I keep forgetting them that hit rates are remembered.
I needed that.
Ow.
I will get the victory.
This is risky.
Stay focused.
I will prevail.
Hello, Snow.
Oh no. Thanks.
Hardly worth my time.
Leave it to me.
Battle? Thanks for helping. Put me in there. Right makes might, right?
Flame spirit, protect me.
Ow. $61 damage.
Of course I won.
Nuked.
No use.
Oh. Petra just almost died. Wow. Hang on.
I will get the victory.
Hey, Petra, take this guy out.
My heart is full of victory. Hard.
Oh no.
Actually.
That's my cue. You were wide open.
I can fight through anything.
Stay focused.
I will prevail.
Leave it to me.
There was percent. Haha. Wrecked. Outplayed.
Put me in there.
As you wish.
One more success.
F.
I did not.
It's fine. Units don't fall in this battle. Petra did what she had to do.
I just worked harder.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre. This was beneath me.
We can all handle a world to do, I'm pretty sure. As long as it doesn't wait.
Thank you.
Let's go assassinate Claude. How rude.
This
Jeez,
is what I do.
Marianne is going in on the Beagles. Do it. Bonk.
Sorry, but it's about time I make my exit. The rest of you, please finish the job.
Well, how was that?
Well done. This might be my limit.
You fool! Oh, Raphael's so dead. Dimitri's about to wreck his face in.
As expected.
Yeah, my money's on Dimitri. Oh, but of course, B-Tech Mercedes gets involved.
How humiliating.
Right, I want that chest. Ah. They'll fight each other. That's fine. You just equip a javelin and heal yourself. Bonk. Bonk.
Thanks. Whoa.
Right. Yoink. Killer Lance. Right, take you out.
What a jump.
How far can I push myself with you as my foe? This will be a great chance to test our mettle. Do not underestimate me, Professor, or you will fail.
Ah. Rude.
Quite helpful.
Double rude. Right, get rid of you.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Watch and learn.
It's over.
It's over.
I suppose my training
Right.
wasn't enough. The Blue Lions have no choice but to retreat.
That is the end of this year's Battle of the Eagle and Lion. And the winners are the Black Eagles.
Thank you for your hard work, everyone. I dare say that prize is as good as ours.
Edelgard, Professor, that was a spectacular battle. You both fought exceptionally well.
Complete and utter defeat. I would hate to make an enemy of you two.
No need to get carried away with praise. I know you both feel we won by a paper-thin margin. And I won't deny it. If we were to fight again, there's no telling who would prevail. What do you think, Professor?
They were nothing. Easy.
Professor? Well, I suppose it's okay to let victory go to your head just this once.
In any case, I hope the day never comes when we have to put this experience to use.
Agreed. I would hate to know a future in which I'm forced to cross swords with you.
True, although the Battle of the Eagle and Lion was originally named after a war between the Empire and the Kingdom. But that's all in the past. I'm sure even the name will one day fade from the pages of history.
I hope so.
How admirable, Teach. On that note, I have a proposition. When we get back to Garreg Mach, let's have a grand feast to break down the walls between our respective houses. And by a grand feast, I mean a fairly regular feast in the dining hall.
It would be a fine opportunity to get to know each other better. Count me in.
So be it. Let's plan to meet up on the night we return. Is that okay with you, Professor?
We're looking forward to it.
Seeing such a big smile on your face is a rare gift. It makes me feel like I can maybe relax a little too.
It's finally over. There are way too many strangers at that feast.
Put your chin high, Bernie. It was a chance for you to have growth.
But everyone was acting so friendly. It was overwhelming.
Linhardt, I wasn't done talking to you. If those Alliance guys came at it from here, and those Kingdom guys came from there...
I know. We'd have been able to take them out all at once. I heard you. I'm going to bed now.
Did anyone get the feeling that there were already couples forming? That's not really fair, is it? I wanted to sneak off with someone too.
I was hoping for some tea after our meal anyway. Would you care to join me?
I suppose I can settle for you just this once, Ferdy.
Until today, I thought it would fall to me to command and guide our ranks all by myself. But with you leading us, I've gotten to experience what it's like to fight alongside everyone. And I've realized how happy it makes me, fighting under your command. The Emperor doesn't take orders from anyone. It's their duty to stand alone and lead the entire Empire. But maybe it's better to have someone to rely on, so that you can support and guide each other through the darkness.
Am I that someone?
I may be heir to the Imperial throne, but first and foremost, I'm your grateful student. That will never change, even when I fulfill my destiny and become the Emperor. I told you long ago that I wish to enlist you in the service of the Empire. Well, I take it back. Now I wish only for your continued guidance during my eventual reign.
Don't just hide away in the corner, Professor. You're the reason we're celebrating.
It's because of you that I've had the courage to leave my room for a bit each day. I'm so grateful, Professor!
We were all just discussing how well you led us. Remarkable!
Your guidance is without parallel, Professor. I have had practicing of that phrase.
Your training's been top-notch, really.
Whatever would we do without you? I have had the opportunity to experience much. Please allow me to offer you my gratitude once more, Professor.
I feel the same. You are something special, my teacher.
I can only call your deeds during the Battle of the Eagle and Lion quite versatile.
Is that a
Comparing
compliment?
against their performance at the mock battle of the Great Tree Moon, the students have grown significantly. It is clear that this is a result of your guidance.
In appreciation of your efforts and to show our high hopes for the future of your students, I award you with this. Please continue to instruct your students as a model teacher.
So, you've made good use of all my power after all. I would have been upset if you had failed at such an easy task.
It pains me to assign such a disturbing mission to you during such a blessed moment in time. However, next month your assignment will be to journey to Remire Village to investigate an abnormal occurrence there.
Remire Village. If I recall, you've been there with your father many times.
An abnormal occurrence.
I have yet to ascertain the details, but it would seem the villagers have been acting strangely. I have already dispatched the knights to verify the authenticity of this information. They should be back shortly. I suggest you begin by finding out what they have discovered.
I pray this is not a bad omen. May the goddess protect you all.
That way for now. Right, I'm back.
Part 1. White Clouds. Red Wolf Moon. The Flame in the Darkness. Hoarfrost now graces treetops and open fields alike, and an icy chill blown in from the north of Fargus blankets the land. All of Fodlan's creatures begin to settle in for a long winter. The setting sun bathes the full winter coat of every wolf in a foreboding scarlet glow. Hunters can now spread the word that the Red Wolves are back on the prowl.
The Red Wolves.
That's what we're dealing with. Is there no chance it's an infectious disease?
There are no absolutes in medicine, but the chances are extremely slim. Restless movements, fits of violence, becoming bedridden, or even impossible to wake. With symptoms that varied, there are only a few possibilities. It's either a mixture of poisons or magic, and dark magic at that.
You're talking about Remire Village, aren't you, Manuela?
Oh my, if it isn't Gerald. Tell me, what was the first thing you heard?
Everything, after you mentioned that it's not likely an infectious disease. My child and I owe the people of Remire Village. If something's happening there, we must help them.
We scouted the area ourselves. Speak with the knights, hear what they have to say. I must go. Thank you for your help, Manuela.
You know, I'm more than willing to go with you to Remire Village. After all, I owe you my life. If you'd like, I bet we could even manage the mission all by ourselves. Just the two of us.
I'm afraid not.
You're saying no? Well, aren't you just a great big bore?
Nice try, but I'll be going to the village as well. Enough nonsense. It's time to move out.
As you like. Goodbye, Gerald. Goodbye, Professor.
I'll be in my office making preparations. What about you? If you have the time, it would be helpful if you could go ahead and talk to the knights.
I've been shot.
Hey, what's wrong?
I'm okay.
If anything feels off, return to the infirmary. No need to just grin and bear it. Got it?
Ugh, what could have caused such dizziness? I felt it too. Actually, I felt that way before.
It speaks instructions about to begin. Yes. You're all unmotivated? How dare ye? Be unmotivated for my lessons.
Seems.
I'm getting much.
Get good at riding, please.
Professor, may
I want to be able to talk to males and make friends with them, but my brother always causes such a fuss when I do. Do you have any advice for me? You should do it when he's not looking.
Splendid!
Professor!
No.
You look unwell. It's because of what happened, isn't it?
Don't speak of it aloud.
You can't change the past. For now, all we can do is use it to our advantage.
I know that. I also know that I must steel myself to ascend the Imperial throne.
Those preparations are going well. Someone is coming.
Professor, I heard about our mission for this month. Something terrible is happening in Ramire Village. That's where you were when fate sent you our way. This feels preordained.
Are the Knights making progress with their investigation?
I don't know.
If what is happening there is by design, there must be someone pulling the strings. There is the Death Knight, of course, and the mysterious mages who were implicated with the Western Church. They showed up when Flame was kidnapped as well, and now there is another strange occurrence near the monastery. It seems an unknown organization hopes to make the monastery its stage for something.
Do you believe that all these incidents are connected, Professor?
I do. What?
That is the logical conclusion, but I'm not so sure. It certainly appears that all of the events surrounding the monastery are connected by a single thread. However, I think it's possible that it may just be a result of different motives overlapping. Remember, Professor, if you think of people as simply enemies or allies, it may be impossible to grasp the truth.
Cringe. I'm technically right.
Much appreciated.
With you, I foresee no...
We did it! I understand more.
Explore. I couldn't work my head around what I had to
I
do.
do not know why it is so, but being here makes me feel quite unwell. I am so sleepy and a bit... It is a struggle merely to stay conscious. Are you feeling the same?
I am.
And yet, it feels familiar. As though pulled from a corner of my memory. From a time long ago. I simply cannot fathom it.
Well then, I should go. Good day, Professor. Well then, I should go.
Is that it? Okay. Who this?
Vermeer Village. Is that not where you met Edelgard? If you had not been there, something terrible could have happened. Did one of the house leaders know that mercenaries were staying in Vermeer Village? I wonder. It will remain a mystery for now. All we can do at this point is speculate.
I fear I may become a social recluse soon. My life consists of wearing a groove in the floor between the library and the dining hall. Although I guess a real recluse wouldn't leave their room, eh? That would be me if you weren't my teacher. Locked away in my room, reading, napping, never to be seen. You know, I never see Bernadetta outside of class. I wonder what it is that she does in her room all day.
What in the world is happening in Vermeer Village? I hear even the knights have been dispatched. I hope it's nothing too serious. After all, that's where we first met. I have valued memories of the place.
Maybe. I wonder how Vermeer Village is faring. Hopefully we're not dealing with some new epidemic. It wouldn't be unheard of. Almost 20 years ago, a terrible plague blazed through Fargus. It even hit the capital city, taking the Queen Consort's life. Or so I heard. The whole kingdom was in an uproar over that loss.
Sad.
The person who saved the kingdom wasn't a doctor, but a holy woman, the fair Lady Cornelia. After that, she was awarded the honor of being a mage in the service of the royal family. She sounds like an amazing woman, but she must be pretty old by now. But hey, maybe she's aged like a fine wine.
Well, you did hit on Ingrid's grandmother when you were 8, so...
Well...
Hey, the knights go out from Garreg Mach to take on all kinds of other duties. I'd sure like a job like that one day. Then again, I don't know. Serving Lady Rhea here is pretty good.
Professor, Captain Gerald just told me. Vermeer Village is in a bad way, right?
The situation there is worrying, yes. But tell me, how was your vertigo?
Still a little unsteady.
Are you not feeling okay? You should get some rest.
If you must go to the village, make sure you're in good health before we depart.
Really?
Professor, do you ever wish you could return to your life as a mercenary?
I don't, actually.
Is that so? I suppose you have become accustomed to your new line of work. This month's assignment will again take you outside of Garreg Mach, to Vermeer Village. It was in Vermeer that you first met Alois and the rest of his order, was it not? Half a year has come and gone since then. How quickly time passes.
What?
This is my first time working with the Gerald, the legend known across the ages as the Blade Breaker. And I get to see him with my own eyes. That means I have to try my absolute hardest.
Let's go.
Need something, Professor? I was just asking Monica here to be less demanding of Lady Edelgard's time.
Hey, it's not like I'm bothering her. Sorry for the ruckus, Professor. Please don't worry about it too much. Nothing to worry about here.
I wish you would worry about it a little more.
Foreshadowing. No, you don't.
How would you know? My act was perfect. Alas, 'tis no mere illness of the body, but a malign affliction of mine soul. So, back to bed.
Hey, I know you figure medicine and magical healing are two ways to do the same thing, but it's way deeper than that. Medicine is all about preventing infection and suppressing symptoms with, well, medicine. That's probably obvious. But magical healing is focused on closing up wounds faster, raising a body's vital energy. Stuff like that.
That's right. Hey, Professor, did you see that my father came by during the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? He left soon after, but I saw him talking to Edelgard first. I wonder what they could have to talk about.
Your father?
Yeah, he's pretty important in the Empire. I thought I mentioned it to you before. He's the Minister of Military Affairs. Still, though, I could have sworn those two didn't get along.
Hey.
Oh, actually. All 5 blue flowers.
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you wait and see. I didn't catch a single fish last month. But this month, oh, this month.
Time to give up.
That's exactly what Captain Gerald said. You're going with the captain to investigate Ramire Village soon, aren't you? It feels like so long ago that you two came here.
Is that so? I'm worried about Ramire. That affliction is a little too mysterious for my liking. I'm pretty sure it's not normal.
You right. I've heard it's the work of a cursed spectre.
What? Ah, come on, don't tease me. But what if it really was something like that? How could we hope to stop it?
By getting good.
Professor. Good deal. Hey, Professor. I'd love to. Hey, how about a favor?
Right. Hello there. This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
I shall repair all our weapons.
Hey there. Is this... There you go. 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 Come back anytime. Hello there. This one, yes? 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 I thank you. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. You have a good eye. You have a good eye. You have a good. You have a good. You have a good eye. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business. You have a good eye. 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 A pleasure to come again.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Oh, except that Tomas departed the monastery and has yet to return. Consider that reported. He's been gone for periods of time before and has always returned, so I'm not too worried. Still, I wonder what in the world he's doing out there.
Killing people, probably. Dun, dun, dun,
A moment, please.
Oh, is this
Of the
quest?
4 or 5 years since I started here, this is certainly the busiest.
It was 4. I've been here 5.
Ah, what's a year here or there? Don't be petty now, Shamir.
You count your enemies the same way.
If I take care of them quickly, what does it matter how many there are? Oh, sorry. We didn't mean to ignore you, Professor.
As you were saying, it's been a busy year. There never seemed to be enough hands for the work.
That reminds me. Do you have that thing? If you do, we want it.
Want? No, we need it. Give it to me, not her.
Hey now, I'm the one who brought it up. We may be friends, but that's just rude. Of the...
I have a favor to ask.
Of the...
It was for...
Hey you, do me a favor.
Professor, you seem unwell. How are you faring? If you're not feeling well, I'd strongly recommend some rest.
Let me Professor, tell me, is this about Remire? There are more villagers acting strangely today than yesterday. Knights have been dispatched, yet the underlying cause is as yet unclear, and the most anyone can do is stand back and watch. It is most distressing. Professor, what do you think about all this?
Punishment from the goddess.
The goddess? You have spoken near blasphemy, and I would suggest a hasty apology. There are more villagers acting strange. Knights have been the underlying cause.
He's angry at me.
Professor, what have you got there? That's... my goodness, that is just what I've been looking for. I can offer nothing more than this, but I do ask that you consider trading with me.
Okay.
I am in your debt, Professor.
Dun, dun, dun.
I thought we might make it through last month in peace. But no, another incident just had to arise, didn't it? If only this debacle had to do with crests, why, I'd have gone and dealt with it in an instant.
Dun, 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 dun. Hello.
During the Red Wolf Moon, wild monsters make ready for the winter to come, stirring more than at any other time of the year. You were off for Remire Village, isn't that right? Watch your step on that journey. May the goddess protect all of you.
You do not look well. Are you sure you aren't coming down with a cold or some other ailment? Please, visit a doctor before your situation worsens. I suppose the infirmary is also an option. Though when I went there the other day, I was unable to receive medical guidance, as Professor Manuela was drunk and fast asleep on the floor.
Oh, I love what that guy said. It's
I
funny.
could use your help.
Oh, goodness. Is something the matter, Professor? You look a little pale. Please be careful. It's so easy to catch a cold this time of year.
What is it? I'm in the middle of my daily duties. I assume you know by now that the four saints are all important figures in the teachings of Seros. Still, I have a particular fondness for Saint Sethlene. I have something to ask of you.
This is a place of mysteriousness. I have awareness of how much difference every part of the world is. In a place alike to this place, you can imagine the goddess of Fodlan truly existing. At times I miss those places in Bridget. At times, I am missing those places so painfully.
Professor.
How are you feeling, Professor? You look rather ill, if you don't mind my saying so. Are you sick? If so, I would urge you not to push yourself too hard. Take some rest.
What's an unexpected kindness?
What is that supposed to mean? Never mind. If you're not feeling well, you should stop trying to walk it off and simply lie down.
Hey, you.
Right.
Hey, Professor, I heard about Remire Village from some of the knights. It's certainly troubling. If it's a contagion, we at Garrick Mock should be on the lookout as well.
I don't believe it is.
Oh? Well, that's better. But I wonder what the real cause could be. Your words are oddly persuasive, Professor, even if they're not exactly based on anything.
Remire Village is in Empire territory, but it's still relatively close to the monastery. Oh, but you know all about that, don't you? The story goes that it was in Remire Village that Alois found you.
Professor?
Right.
Do you have time for a request?
Oh, it's fighting time.
Congratulations on winning the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Did you get a special reward?
I certainly feel like I earned a special reward. Don't you, Professor?
Oh, disappointing.
You know, Professor, the tournament fish and the meal we indulged in after the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, why, all of the food I've eaten in this monastery has been absolutely delectable.
Every last bite of it.
Food really is the only thing you think about, huh?
Hardly. I think about all sorts of things.
Oh, like tomorrow's menu, for instance? I have a request.
Hey! When news reached us of the disturbance, ours was the first unit dispatched to Remire. We had renowned scholars and accomplished magic wielders with us. In all honesty, I was scared witless the entire time. For all we knew, it was an epidemic like the rumors suggested. And rumors aside, that place had an eerie air about it that chilled you right to the bone.
Investigating Remire Village. Be on your guard.
Okay.
Perhaps.
They say that things rarely, if ever, go according to plan. Still, plan we must. After all, if we don't effectively force things to go our way, nothing will be achieved. How about you, Professor? Are you leading the life you envisioned for yourself?
I am
Your
not.
character must be stronger than
okay.
most.
I meant to move it down, but pressed A by accident.
Hey, Professor. Can I get your advice on something? I just don't know what to do anymore.
What is it, Raphael?
I used to think they were the best. But now I can't even stand looking at them.
Time heals all wounds.
Good point, Professor. I think I need to see other meats right now. Then I can come back to fish when I'm good and ready.
Hey!
Professor! The Battle of the Eagle and Lion was such good fun, don't you think?
Ignatz, how long are you going to keep harping on about the Battle of the Eagle and Lion?
Oh, come on, let me gush. Did you see how the house leaders came together after the battle? What an incredible thing to witness. Harmony, even after something so hard fought.
True. If they can keep playing nice, perhaps there will be peace in Fodlan after all. The librarian is always out and about these days. And just when I had some questions about a book I'd borrowed. Ugh, now I'm so curious about where he's gone off to. He'd better come back soon.
oops. To her side.
I am so happy to be part of your class, Professor. I honestly cannot recall the last time I interacted with others on a daily basis like this. It reminds me of when I was a child. That was so very long ago now.
You're still a child.
Despite how young I may appear to you, I'm quite mature. You may be surprised, you know.
Right, to battle.
What?
Hang on, let's see what my abilities are. Grant strength plus 8 when HP is below 25%. Gonna get wrecked.
That is that. Should I have held back?
Okay, ow.
As expected.
And now I can game the system. Oh. Oh, I thought it would work. I thought it wouldn't update. Sad.
That is that. Should I have held back?
Wrecked. Lawrence, you got wrecked.
You've done me a great service.
Alright, I need to...
Hey! Hey, wait a minute. What you've got there, isn't that... Please, could you let me have that? Here, I'll give you this in return.
Okay.
Fantastic! Thanks, Professor. You have no idea how happy this makes me.
It was in half a year.
You need that thing.
Hey, Professor, I picked this up, but... Oh, hey, it worked out perfectly. Want to trade me what you're holding for it? Thanks, Professor. This is great.
Meow.
Huh? Impressive. Thanks.
Hello, would you mind trading it with me for this? Oh, thank you so much. I'll be sure to
Hey!
Professor? If it's not too much of a bother, would you trade it for this? Thank you so much. I'll treasure it forever.
That's a nice thing you have there, Professor. Don't suppose you're planning on using it yourself. Why don't you trade it for this? Sounds good, right? Excellent doing business with you, Professor. I've always wanted to say that.
Last time I gave it to Shamir, so this time I'll give it to Catherine.
You brought it, Professor? Hand it over and I'll make it worth your while.
How? You can't even afford your own drinks. Give it here. You won't regret it.
Excuse me, I asked first. Why don't we let the Professor decide?
Here you go, Catherine.
Seems the Professor likes you better than me.
Thanks. Here's your prize. Maybe I'll let you borrow it later, Shamir. I knew I could count on you.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Right, time to eat with the students.
While I have little interest in food, I will admit to...
I would be like...
Eating.
I...
Ferdinand.
This is...
Well, I guess Flame gets to eat with Claude then.
This is...
That's...
Right, Hubert and Petra B support.
Looking out toward Bridget, are you?
Yes. There are some times I cannot stop my thoughts from going home. It will be much time before I return. Bridget feels... far away.
It is quite a long way. To say nothing of the sea that lies between here and there. Being unable to return must further add to the distance in your mind.
It is as you say. When I return to Bridget, I will be the new queen. I am wishing to help relations with the Empire.
I believe you will be successful. You may not be Lady Edelgard's equal, but you are resourceful enough to make an excellent queen. And unlike Lady Edelgard, you will not be forced to harden your heart.
Not Edelgard's equal. Is that what you are saying?
Understand that I mean no disrespect by this. But it is a fact that you are far beneath her. Make no mistake about what would happen if you were to raise your banner in revolt against her. She would crush you mercilessly.
That is not a difference of equality. It is a difference of power.
Even if our homelands were on equal footing, Lady Edelgard would still prevail.
I can see with clarity the difference between me and Lady Edelgard. But that has no matter. I would never lose.
How amusing. For your sake,
You had better hope you are right.
Right. Get good, please.
The battle.
There we go. You are now talented in writing.
Well worth the... Nope. I still have to...
And then just do that.
Professor.
Dun, dun,
We
dun,
did it.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, na, 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 na. Oh. Right, Hubert and Bernie B support.
Good morning. The weather is nice today. So, it's, really nice weather we're having, isn't it?
Indeed. Did you want something?
I'm really sorry.
I can't accept your apology until I know what it's for.
Oh, good point. I'm sorry I said you were terrifying.
Is that all? I'm used to that. No apology necessary.
But you've been avoiding me since then, right? You even stopped doing your deathly grin.
I am merely trying not to frighten you. Is there something wrong with that?
It's not working. And yes, there is. You can't quit talking and laughing just to try to make me feel better. That's not really fair. I need to master my own fear.
Is that right?
Yes. Right. Why?
You told me not to forego laughing, so I laughed as hard as I could. Is it helping to conquer your fear?
Yes. I mean, someday it might. Maybe. I'm not ready!
Some say Bernie died that day. Oh, I'm not ready for this. Last time I struggled hard against this. I'll do this though. And that paralog's not urgent for at least 2 more chapters, so... Something to prove. Right, who's the lowest level? Ferdinand.
Stay focused.
Greatness awaits me.
Linhart and Petra. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Stay focused.
War. I am greater now.
No one else are mages. Good sound right here then.
I am
Hubert.
Stay focused.
This.
Jeez, Hubert has gained magic almost every level up, I feel like. What's his base magic? 11? It's not at 27. He's gained magic all but 3 level ups. That's redonkulous.
This strength.
He's still gaining it.
Another.
Oh.
Professor.
This is my absolute. Ooh.
Look, Professor,
How long will this take?
I'd never have.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Who needs to promote still? You, but I need to wait for the Dark Seal from next chapter. You're promoted. You're gonna be a dancer. You need to promote. You can't. You're already promoted. So I have one. That's your final class. You're gonna be dancer, so I'm not gonna bother. You're done. So just the one advanced seal I need to buy, okay. One advanced seal, please. Come on, Edelgard.
As expected.
Let's rest. For the Ramaya Calamity, a pattern of strange occurrences in Ramaya village has suddenly erupted into something far more serious.
We've got to go. Now.
What's going on?
The situation in Ramire Village has changed drastically. We don't know much more than that. We're hearing reports that the villagers are killing each other. Some say houses are burning. Regardless, we need to move.
Help! Somebody please help!
What's going on here?
This is horrific. It's even more revolting. More terrible than I expected.
I'm revolted too.
That's not... Anyway, we can't focus on that right now.
Jeez,
We
Edelgard
must
hates
save
me.
this village.
True. But if we are not careful about how we proceed, we will only increase the death toll.
The villagers are attacking each other. Let's knock them all out one by one.
Always so reckless. You do know that if we mess up, we will either kill or be killed, right?
Still, we cannot just stand here twiddling our thumbs and doing nothing.
I'd really like to go home now. But there's no time for thoughts like that. We have to help them. I am waiting for your orders with full readiness.
Wait. Those people over there, they seem to be observing the chaos. They must be behind this. Eliminate them and rescue all of the unafflicted villagers.
I need to fix the order. It just bothers me for some reason. Right. Let's see where the game puts everyone. Petra, and Lysithia. Right, well, first of all, Lysithia needs to go the other side. Yeah, you go. One more forward. Yeah. Wait.
There are some suspicious-looking ruffians out there, but our top priority is to rescue the villagers. Got it? I'll rein in the villagers who've turned violent. You focus on rescuing the others.
Save the villagers that are being attacked by the rampaging villagers.
Leave it to me.
Oh, wrong one. I want to warp you, please, over there. I turn animations back on.
I will get the victory.
You stab this person.
Kill!
Thank you.
Oh no.
Put me in there. As you wish.
That's my cue.
Thank you.
Stay focused. I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
I will prevail.
Battle.
No.
The one giving commands in the back. I'm certain that's Tomas the librarian.
Tomas, what are you doing here? Dare I even ask?
I'm not Tomas. My name is Solon, the savior of all. What's the matter? So shocked you can't even speak. You were so easily fooled by my disguise.
I knew all along.
I was hiding away in Garrick Mach to get the blood of that little girl called Flame. With her blood, we'll be one step closer to realizing our goal.
I'll have a bit of fun here, too.
That's the Death Knight. He must be an ally of Tomas, or Solon, or whoever he is.
I feel like after how much Gerald is hyped up, she should at least be able to fight the Death Knight to a standstill. Yeah, he can't. More magic! You're level 22 with nearly 30 magic. Mad. Calm down. Actually, no, don't calm down. Keep going. I like it. Just stand here. And you are gonna get wrecked. Ah. Yes! My man. Oh, I don't have any chest keys.
Thank you. I think.
Right, who'd win in a fight? Petra or the Death Knight? No, not random church soldier number 3. No. F.
Now's our chance.
Ow. Yes. Shoot him.
I'd rather be napping.
I left Dorothy and I left Dorothea and Bernie in the fire. No! F. Oh well. It's just an extra large bullion. I already have enough money.
You're weak.
True. Bruh. How was that gonna go down well? Okay, ow. Rude. Alright, this guy needs to die.
Apologies.
This could be fun.
Well, how was that?
Wrecked.
Whoa. Huh. Victory.
Okay, not too bad.
My pleasure. Do your best to kill me with that blade.
Forgive me, everyone. My battle ends here.
Stay focused.
Okay, now he's gonna use Assault Troop. Okay, let's see how that goes. Is he actually gonna use Assault Troop, or is he AI lying to me? He is. Fair. No, I respect it.
No use.
As you wish.
That's my cue.
We've rescued as many as...
Battle? Can't get ahead of myself.
Okay, how do you do against Solon? You wreck Solon. Okay, good. So we just need to gank the Death Knight, and then we win. So I can't get the chests.
I will get the victory.
Okay. So, oh, you. Okay, do that.
You are not the one I crave.
Our power is yours.
I created a plan.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre. I'm here to help. I'll show you a plan.
No. Okay.
Stay focused.
What if I use Sword of Creator?
No hesitation.
Dark Seal.
The Death Knight was just a distraction. Let's concentrate on killing Solon.
Put me in kill him, just get some extra XP.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre. Make them tremble.
I will prevail. Tomas! No, Solon. I will stop you.
What? If you insist on turning your blade against me, then expect no mercy.
I'll track you down!
Right.
I must get stronger.
Why have you gone after this village? What are you planning?
I could have conducted this experiment on any test subjects. Now that I have what I came for, I must bid you farewell.
Wait! Damn it, he's gone.
We let him get away. I'll survey the village. There may still be enemies in hiding.
At least you get a large bullion still. Advanced seal, okay. Don't really need it, but... Caspar?
Looks like we somehow managed to sort things out, and casualties were kept to a minimum. They said they weren't picky about who they used as their test subjects. Because of them, the people of Ramire Village.
There you are.
That armor. So, you're the Flame Emperor.
Yes. I believe you have met my subordinate, the Death Knight.
Oh, we've met all right. But back to you. You're the one responsible for the destruction of this village.
Do not get the wrong idea.
What in blazes does that mean?
It is true that I am working with Solon, but that does not mean our objectives are the same. Had I known they planned to do this, I would have stopped it. You have my word.
Your words are meaningless. Now, I'll have to insist that you accompany us back to the monastery.
I cannot abide that. However, if you wish to join forces, I will hear your plea.
What?
If left to their own devices, they will commit countless more violent acts like this one. Do you not wish to prevent that? With the sword of the Creator on our side, Solon would not be a threat.
I will join you.
You are lying. I can see that you cannot contain your fury toward me. Pity. Pray that you do not live to regret your choice.
Gerald, Professor, have you seen Lady Edelgard?
What's wrong, kid? Huh? Oh, damn it! He's gone. Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you. Since coming to the monastery, you've changed.
How so?
You've been angry since we first arrived in Remire Village. And you look so happy when you're instructing the brats. Before the monastery, I'd never seen you bear your emotions like that. Not once.
It's thanks to the students.
Then perhaps it's a good thing we came to the monastery. If only so I could see your face lit up like that. Or maybe there was never any reason for us to leave the monastery in the first place.
Wasn't I born after you left the monastery?
I've put my foot in my mouth, haven't I? Though I suppose it may be nearly that time. Come to my office when you next have a moment to spare. There's something I need to tell you.
Just what was that about? I can't recall a time of old when you were at the monastery. I wonder what is hiding in the mist that is your past.
Professor, I don't know if this is appropriate to say, but admirable work out there. I really believe we did all that we could.
I wasn't strong enough.
No mortal is all-powerful. We must try to stay positive, even through the horror. I hear the so-called Flame Emperor appeared in Remire Village as well. Hubert told me that you spoke with him.
He asked me to join forces with him.
Really? Is that what you want, Professor?
I do.
Oh? But how can you trust someone without even knowing who they are? Even if he wants you as an ally, his objectives are still unclear.
You're talking about
yourself. The Flame Emperor truly wishes to make use of your power. Perhaps someday he will appear before you without his mask, and you can look in his eyes and decide what you believe.
Adel, I need to ask you something. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I interrupt?
No, not at all. If you'll excuse me, Professor.
You did well handling that awful business in Remire Village. I am certain the goddess shares in our grief at the senselessness of that calamity. More importantly, I was shocked to hear that our own Tomas was actually a dark mage. I must reflect on our blindness.
You surely must. You failed to notice that a rat was hiding in your home. Pathetic! Who are these wicked foes? How did Tomas escape your gaze?
Who are these villains?
Tomas came to the monastery 40 years ago, by recommendation of House Ordelia of the Alliance. Around 8 years ago, he went back to House Ordelia, before returning to the monastery once again just last year. After having worked at Garreg Mach for decades, why would he betray us now? Just what did he hope to accomplish? Yuritsa became a professor at the Officers' Academy because of a recommendation from the Imperial nobility. Supposing that he is the Death Knight, that means that our enemy is an organization that has taken root in at least 2 territories.
In the long history of the Church of Seros, no, long before even that, there have been an endless number of threats to the peace of Fodlan. Yet those who oppose us still operate in the shadows. Their identity's a mystery. I believe that Solon and the Death Knight are merely one part of a much larger whole.
A threat to Fodlan's peace? That means we have no choice. We have to stop them all.
They must be stopped.
I have truly come to rely on you. I believe that the monastery will remain safe so long as we have you. We do not yet know the enemy's objective or whereabouts. For now, please devote yourself to preparing for whatever comes next.
That is all for today.
Professor, please wait. I know there is much that you still do not understand. However, one thing is clear. You possess great power. I believe that you are destined to be a source of great hope for all. In any case, I expect great things from you. Walk this world proudly, dear Professor. May the goddess Sothis protect you.
The goddess Sothis? Is that what she just said?
Is something the matter?
It's nothing.
I see. In that case, farewell.
Do not say something that we may regret. What exactly am I? For now, let's leave this place. Please, go.